Good Monday morning. I'm your friend Scotty Ray. How do you feel today? Hope good. Chilly outside right now. Temperature 44. The wind chill at 39. Now, we will get to 54 before it's all said and done, but that doesn't change what it is right now. So grab a jacket. Make sure you've got one on your way out the door for your plans. We'll tell you about the severe weather that is up and coming that will move in tomorrow night. I want you to be prepared and be ready for what's going to be coming with that. A full-blown morning show on the way at 7 o'clock as Debbie will join me. A lot of things have gone on in the Meridian area over the last, well, let's call it the weekend. We've got murder, wrecks, people running from the law. We'll tell you all the details of what's gone on over the weekend, of what has happened. Give you the very latest in the area. That's up next. Scotty Ray and Debbie, that comes at 7 o'clock this morning. Hope you'll join us for that. Let's head out as each and every weekday morning, as we do, as we go out to Collinsville, Mississippi. Always good to hear from Brother Ben. He's going to talk about traditions. Kind of important. Y'all listen up to this, what Brother Ben has to say today.
Have you ever thought about the difference between a tradition and a commandment? A tradition is something that people have just come up with over the years. Somebody started doing it, and then somebody decided to keep doing it. Traditions, they come and go, and we can take them or leave them. But a commandment is something that God has decided, something God came up with. They're an extension of His holy character and will, and they're always good. Now, we may be free to ignore them, but it's foolish to do so because one day we'll be held accountable for them when we stand before God. One time Jesus ran into a bunch of folks who were all upset because he was breaking one of their traditions. He wasn't washing his hands according to their custom, but Jesus reminded them that they'd broken God's commandment concerning the care of their parents, which was a really serious issue and one that they would be judged by God for. I wonder how often we all worry about things that are just traditions people have come up with instead of focusing on the things we'll actually be held accountable for, the commandments of God. Beloved, don't worry about what man has created. Worry about what God has commanded. It'll make all the difference today and into eternity. Change begins in you.
The Change Begins in You is brought to you in part by Piggly Wiggly of Collinsville, Patrick Allen Companies, Mitchell Tire and Wrecker in Collinsville, and Mowdy Cabinetry. The Precast Group, offering you the best selection when it comes to a storm shelter. Located on 145 South in Meridian, where they offer above-ground shelters that can be installed in your home as you're built-in, are conveniently located right outside your home if it's already built. They also offer storm shelters that can be installed in a slight bank or on flat ground. Protect your family today with a very affordable storm shelter from the Precast Group. Highway 145 South, 601-482-0003. The Precast Group.
Storm shelters are great, and as we say that, let's go ahead and start talking about what's coming in tomorrow night. Now, our timeline that we're paying attention to, according to the National Weather Service, is going to be somewhere between 9 p.m. and 3 a.m. in the morning. Now, the worst of the weather will lie south of Meridian. Let's go ahead and pull this up on Meridian Honda radar where you can take a look at this. All areas north of I-20 are level 1. If you'll see here, this is this green area here, all the way up to the Macon, Mississippi area, Brooksville, Louisville is a level 1. When we get to south of I-20, this will change to a level 2, including Quitman, all areas in Jasper County there, except that northwest corner. As you get down to the Laurel, Hattiesburg area, things will change. Just south of Waynesboro and south of Ellisville, this will change into a level 3 all the way to the Mississippi Gulf Coast, which means it is more likely to have tornadic activity here than anywhere else. Now, it doesn't rule out that we can't get it here in the Quitman area or in the Meridian area. It just means that this is the most likely places. You go from Fort Walton Beach all the way back over across here to Morgan City, Texas, these areas here. That is our concern. And again, this is a nighttime storm as we will watch this tomorrow night. Those are the kinds that we do not like as you'll look at this. This picks up right there at Wayne Academy is where the storms will have it changing over to a level 3 if you're watching these types of things. We'll be on this to walk you through this tomorrow night, as always, when it comes to storms. We don't want anybody to be harmed. We want you to be well aware of what's going on with the weather, and we'll be here to get you through every bit of that. All right, let's turn our focus to what the National Weather Service has for us today. What's in line for us? Let's find out.
Your forecast is brought to you by EMEPA, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
We go to our record highs and record lows. It was 1943. We had a high of 82 today. Back in 63, a few of you remember that. 8 degrees today. As we look at the forecast for today, 54 and clouds for the most part. We will see some areas of sunshine peeking through in the late afternoon, but overall it's going to be a cloudy day. 51 in Columbus. As we go over to Vicksburg, 54 as well. As we cut across, we take a look here in Alabama, 53 in Tuscaloosa, same as that in Demopolis, and we'll see that also in Livingston, Alabama also. No big changes there. As we look at this, again, this is a breakdown of where the National Weather Service has it. 9 to 3 in our area. If you're going to be west of Jackson, it will be 6 in the afternoon until midnight. As you'll see here, Jackson eastward for the Meridian area, 9 p.m. to 3 a.m. And again, that I-20 corridor being the line of in between the two places to where it will get worse. The Meridian area, marginal risk. Clarke County, Jasper County, slight risk. And then from there on, Wayne County to the Mississippi Gulf Coast will be an enhanced risk of 70-mile-an-hour or quarter-size hail and tornadoes likely toward the Mississippi Gulf Coast. Can't rule it out here by any means. Look at the winds we'll have. This will be all throughout the Meridian area up to Louisville, taking in Kemper County, all of these areas here, even in Macon. As we look at the flash flooding prospects, up to Louisville as well, over to Macon, Mississippi, including all of Philadelphia, Kemper. And basically, the eastern side of Mississippi will be a wet one with this storm as it comes through. We look at Alabama, and this south of Demopolis, Selma, Montgomery line will be the line for the Category 2 in Alabama. As we look at the temperatures, we're still above average, but we do see out to our west, we're starting to see some cooler weather make its way. Hadn't made it yet. We're still above normal here in the Mississippi, Alabama, Louisiana area. As we look to the 7-day forecast, 54 today, down to freezing tonight. When you wake up in the morning, about 32. Tuesday will bring in 57, 52 on Wednesday, and we'll remain in the 50s all week long until about Sunday, when we will get up to 62. Nighttime lows will hover chilly. Look at Thursday night, 29. We look ahead all the way through the 6th of February. Not a lot of changes. 60s, low 60s, and, well, those mid to 50s, 58, 59, right along in there, all the way through there. Rain chances increase as we get right on into February, so no shocking changes in the weather yet. We'll watch it closely. What is it happening with the fishing forecast today? We'll go to Chet's Paint and Body today. 9 o'clock today will be a minor time. Your best time to fish today will be 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock this afternoon. The wind's going to be north wind 5 to 10, gust of about 20 miles an hour. So that's going to be strong if you're going to be fishing. Now, on the hunting side, we pull this up. If you're going to be out and about, our Collinsville meets tells us the first major time will be this morning around, well, this afternoon, 3 o'clock to 5 o'clock will be your time to be in the woods. Perfect time in the evening to hunt. Again, that north wind 5 to 10, gust of 20, putting that scent out there, just to give you a heads up on what's happening with all that. As I mentioned, we've got a lot going on this morning. I want to tell you about the first murder of the year that happened in Meridian overnight. We've had gunshots, we've had car wrecks, we've had car chases. All happened here. We've got that coming up in less than 20 minutes from now. Join us. We'll be here bright and early at the kickoff of 7 a.m. with Scotty Ray and Debbie. Join us, won't you? We'll fill you in on all the headlines of what's going on in the community. We'll see you back soon. God bless, and good morning to everybody. We'll see you soon.
The Scotty Ray Report is brought to you by our following partners: